It looks like water's returned to Spino, too.
Welcome back! You actually pulled it off! Look how happy everyone is! You're the ones who brought back their smiles.
Give the credit to the old man. The rest of us were just along for the ride.
Of course.
Now then, I think it's time we paid our respects to the people who supported us along the way.
Off you go then. I'll be in the garage.
So you won't take me in?
Well, this isn't a decision I can make on my own.
What's up?
Pollock here wants to live in Spino.
You're a peachy. Don't tell me you traveled here from the legendary spring alone.
I did. Seeing all of you made me want to explore the world too.
That was reckless of you. But why come to Spino?
After Lassie told me about this place, I just knew I had to come visit. I swear, I'll make myself useful. Won't you let me stay?
I mean, I don't really mind, but what can you do exactly?
For starters, I can cook, do laundry, clean. Oh, and sew too.
Wow, that's impressive. I can't do any of that stuff.
Maybe so, but your skill with machines more than makes up for that.
Aw, thanks, Gramps.
Oh, I'm good with machines too. That's probably my forte, actually.
That's the Peachy for you. The town will grow now that the water's back. They'll need help. I'll personally ask Mayor Tor to let you stay here.
Thank you!
Now you just need a place to stay.
What about here?
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's too big for me by myself. Plus, I want to see your skills. By the way, I thought up a way to soup up the jump bot. Interested?
Really? Let's do it!
Say no more. All done. Now you can charge your jump to go even higher.
Whoa, awesome!
I could do this much in my sleep.
Gaining a rival's turned her into a show-off.
Way to go, Anne! I need to follow your example. Thank you, one and all. I promise to pull my weight.
Yes, yes.
Great. Another failure.
Hey, Vess. What are you up to?
You got eyes, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I know what I'm looking at.
I'm working on material processing to grow our lineup. But nothing I try works. You just witnessed me ruining some of my most prized materials. I bet my brother wouldn't be struggling like this. Guess I'm still not ready.
Oh, well, good luck with that.
Hey! I know when someone's spacing out on me. You know, if I improve my skills and our shop's lineup grows, you'll be able to make your vehicles stronger.
Wait, for real?
The better the materials, the better they should perform.
I knew you'd like that. I have a proposal, request. There's a merchant named Kuo, whom I know from my Talbo days. Could you ask him to come to Spino?
He's a peddler. Won't he turn up eventually?
Well, thing is, Spino's apparently not very profitable. So he only swings by when he feels like it.
So buy from another merchant.
The materials I ruined just now are pretty rare. Kuo's the only person I know who has them. So please! He's been obsessed with racing lately. He's probably near the Lisop racetrack.
Fine. I guess it's worth it to power up our bots. but I don't even know what he looks like.
Oh, that won't be a problem. Maybe it's the noisy races, but he's a bit hard of hearing. You'll know him right away from his booming voice.
A loud guy, huh? Guess that'll work. I'll be off then.
Thanks! I'll get my tools polished up and ready to go.
Hey! Nice to see you again! Is it just my imagination, or has the town gotten more lively? Oh yeah, I found something cool, so I'll share it with you. Bring me any rare items you find. I'll make it worth your while.
Do you need anything? See you later.
Hey there! Thank you so much. See you!
Here we go. Here we go. Nice. One down. Hang in there! Here we go. Whoop.
Go, Prince!
Yo! You better not have been gaming while I was away.
Of course not. We've been waiting patiently for your return this whole time.
Good! Then it's time to get my game on.
Now, Prince. Don't you have to report back to the king first?
Oh, yeah, right.
I should go tell everyone back at Apatow Village what happened too.
Gotcha. You think you'll drop by again?
Sure, once things settle down.
See you around then. Okay then. Time to report back to Dad. Hey, Dad! I'm home!
I gather your journey was fruitful.
Yeah!
Good, you may leave.
Right!
How about we bump up game time to an hour and a half?
Woohoo! Thanks a bunch, Dad! Boys, it's time to play!
Well, maybe I'm being too hasty. Perhaps I should give these human games a try before I judge them.
Old man! Whoa, a lot of stuff you got there.
I'm off to see the Peachy. These supplies are for them. Wanna come?
You bet!
Ah, shucks. I guess I'll tag along too.
Oh, that's right. I've got a present for you. Got this spot part as a peace offering from those little punks who wrecked my car. Figured you'd like it.
Nice! Thanks!
It's gonna be a long drive. Let's make a pit stop at Spino.
Sounds good! Hey, old man, what you been up to?
Same as always. Just doing my duty as a sheriff. Patrolling the area, digging wells, helping farmers in the field, you name it. What about you lot?
We cleaned up Demon Village, I guess.
You cleaned? I'm impressed.
King Lucifer made him do it as punishment for spending too much time gaming.
I only went over my daily allowance by one measly minute.
You've got a strict dad.
What's up, old man? You see something funny?
No, I'm just surprised at how glad I am to be back in Spino.
Why don't you just move in here for good?
It's just not that easy. Well, We've got a long journey ahead of us. Make sure there's nothing left you need to do first. Ready to head out?
Yep, all good.
Let's hit the road then.
Have you been back to see the Peachy at all since we busted the dam?
I've still got enough sense not to venture south alone.
Wonder if the Peachy could make me a new game console if I asked.
You'd be lucky to get off with cleaning the whole village if King Lucifer found out about that.
But fiends aren't meant to practice self-restraint.
Well, well, what brings you here today?
It's not much, but we've brought some provisions for the village.
Oh, that is extremely kind of you.
Not at all. It's the least I could do to attempt to atone for my crimes. If there's anything else you need, just ask.
I'll keep it in mind. But let me give you something in return. Maybe this would be of some use to you.
What's this? A gun?
Yes, designed for self-defense. We call it a pow-pow. It's completely non-lethal. However, it can temporarily stun enemies, even at a considerable distance.
Really? That does sound handy.
Quite the peaceful solution to conflict, wouldn't you say? And the bizarre faces people make when hit by it. As a sheriff, I'm sure you can make good use of it.
Definitely. Thank you. Well, we best be on our way.
Can't you stay a little longer? We've much to catch up on.
I suppose we don't have to leave right away.
Maybe we'll go have a look around while you two talk.
My turn!
You look happy. What you up to?
Oh, Beelzebub! Here, you can have one too.
Oh, what's this? Is it tasty?
Just eat it.
I wouldn't if I were you, Prince.
You worry too much. Whoa! What is this? I'm floating! Can I fly?
Cool, right?
Yeah, you got me. I thought it was candy.
It's called a floaty tablet. You can have more if you want.
I can't see how these will be useful, but sure, why not? Anyway, you Peachy are good with bots, right? Can you fix a broken game console?
Yeah, even a baby could do that.
Really? Can I bring it next time? My console's been broken for ages.
Bring it anytime.
Sweet! old man?
He left the village, saying he needed some time alone.
He did? All right, let's go after him.
All right.
Would you pass on a message to Rao for me? Even now that this vast river has returned, there are some mistakes that can't be washed away. But with the help of your new companions, your future can be bright and unblemished. I'm sure of it.
Got it. I'll let him know.
Is that what he thinks?
Let's bring them more supplies later and see if they can fix my console.
Sounds like a plan. Rao here.
All right, speaking. It's a relief to finally reach you. I was starting to get worried something happened to you, too.
Us too? What do you mean?
We've lost contact with the unit tasked to guard the battleship. And when we dispatched another nearby unit to investigate, they went AWOL too.
So now you want the old man to look into it for you?
Beelzebub. I didn't realize you were there too.
You never know where I might show up.
The battleship belonged to Zayu. I wonder what's going on. Okay, we'll look into it.
Much appreciated. Contact me as soon as you find anything.
Understood. Well, you heard the brief. Are you two coming along?
Sure. Sounds fun.
Thanks.
I just hope we don't run into anything too crazy. Zayu's battleship crash-landed somewhere around the big dam, right?
Yes, that's right. The Royal Army's been guarding the crash site.
So someone tried to pick a fight with them?
That we don't know. Maybe their transmitter just malfunctioned.
Well, I certainly hope so.
That's a huge crocodile!
It looks tougher than most crocs I've seen. It's not a good idea to try to fight that thing barehanded.
Ah! Prince, get out of there!
Prince, it's good to wander off the beaten path sometimes. Detours can be the source of all sorts of discoveries.
True. We might come across other travelers' abandoned belongings or usable equipment.
Spoken like a true thief.
Make sure to check your gear every now and then. You okay? What the heck just happened?
Some group I've never seen before suddenly attacked us. They took us out in an instant.
Looks like you fell asleep.
More like passed out.
Who could defeat elite Royal Army soldiers in an instant? Stay with us. Can you speak? Tell us what happened.
I don't know. Some thieves had snuck onto the ship to raid the place. While we were chasing them, a mysterious armed group suddenly showed up. That's when the shooting started. And at some point in all the chaos, I got hit. When it was all over, the ship's cargo ended up in that armed group's hands.
Thieves and a mysterious armed group. Both after the ship's cargo?
Somebody help! I'm not with the Royalists!
Calm yourself. We're on your side.
You are? Oh, thank goodness.
Did he just faint from relief?
What's this about Royalists?
Oh no, I don't want to die.
Just sit tight. Your wound isn't lethal.
General Shiva, are you here to save us?
That armed group that attacked you, where'd they go?
They split up. Half headed north, and the other half south. Our leader gathered anyone who could fight and raced south.
What in the world happened here?
No idea. In any case, let's get in touch with Ari.
What? The guards were wiped out?
They got caught between a band of thieves and some armed group.
Thieves and bandits? Who could they have been?
The thieves were likely junkers, but the other group's a mystery. One soldier alluded to being mistaken for a royalist.
A royalist? It's possible that term refers to close allies of Zayu and the king. Maybe the attackers mistook the battleship guards for royalists.
Which means they had a grudge against Zayu. Makes sense. We're going after the armed group that fled to the north. Could you get in touch with the unit that headed south?
Understood. I'll lead a unit myself as well. If things go well, we can pincer the group that fled north.
Sounds good. I'll be in touch.
Thanks for your cooperation.
Why did we just offer to go after a bunch of people we know are armed to the teeth?
We can't let some unidentified armed group roam around freely.
I can't believe this. Here you go again, dragging us into danger.
How can we find them when all we know is they went north? Here we go.
Look, see these tire tracks? This is how we find them. I'm sorry for getting you two involved.
Don't give me that.
Huh? There are raptor carcasses scattered everywhere.
Maybe they tried attacking the armed group and paid the price.
Whoop!
Make sure to check your gear every now and then.
You never know when something you've picked up might come in handy.
Got it. I'll give him a look. Look here. It's a busted army tank. Think they did this too?
These people are not to be taken lightly.
Perhaps we should reconsider chasing them down then.
On the contrary, we should hurry up. Spino's just ahead.
Here we go.
Rao here. General Are, do you copy?
Ari speaking. Where are you?
We followed the tracks of the armed group north. It seems they headed to Spino.
Really? Understood. I'll head to Spino as well.
Huh. Looks the same as always to me.
I was freaking out for nothing. Not that it's like I was worried or anything.
We should check in with her, just to make sure everything is all right.
Oh, welcome back, everyone.
It's just you? Where's Anne?
She went off to the Leastop Junker Market to do some bargain hunting.
Alone?
Yes, she said the army's not our enemy anymore, so it's safe.
I see.
Pretty noisy out there. I wonder what's going on.
I think it's coming from the town's entrance. Let's go see. Hey, are you okay? What happened to you?
Some shady guys came to the Junkers Market. They know how to fight. It took all I had in me just to run away.
Old man.
It could be the armed group.
The market? But answer the market now!
Let's go.
To save the girl, you mean?
We've got to, right? I mean, she's one of us now.
Let's hurry. Pollock, we're leaving him with you.
Okay.
Anne's seriously gotta be the unluckiest person alive.
Come to think of it, she got caught by the Royal Army in Talbot, too.
Yet she survived it all. Maybe she's luckier than we think.
Do you think we'll ever explore all of SandLand?
Thought makes my head spin. I am intrigued, though.
Gotta make the most of the journey. No holding back.
Prince, is that...
Oh no. This is bad. Real bad.
It's you guys! Did you come to save me?
We're looking for a young woman named Anne. Did you see her?
A woman. I think I know who you mean.
Do you know where she is?
Yeah. The bad guys were headed toward the Lee Sov battleship, and she chased after them.
She what?
Is she out of her mind? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
You! What are you doing? Where are you from?
You better stand back, doll! If you don't want that pretty face getting ruined.
Cut the crap and answer me!
Hands off, you!
Anne!
These your friends? You guys back off too, or...
Demon!
Look at them, thief. They're totally scared of us.
Come on, let's have some fun with this.
Hear me, puny human. I am the great Beelzebub, the strongest, most fearsome fiend in the world.
Yikes! I knew it!
But I feel like they're supposed to look a lot scarier than this, aren't they?
You know, you have a point. So what if he's a demon? He's still just a kid. Hey! Take the girl and get lost, if you know what's good for you.
Hold up. Can you imagine what the brass back home would say if we killed a demon?
You're right. We might even get promoted.
Right? This is our lucky break!
You have no idea what you're up against. Fine, bring it on. I'll put the fear of fiends back into you. Take that!
Nothing! I can still that was nothing!
So far, so good.
Still fight.
Ha! Get it now?
Wait, where are you going?
Let go! I have to do this!
What are you talking about?
Please, just let me go! There's something I have to make sure of!
Must be important. All right. But the three of us are coming with you.
Huh? Why would you do that?
Because you're one of us. Right, Prince?
Whatever.
Thank you. But please run if it gets dangerous, okay?
Dangerous? For me? Come on, let's go!
What the? Looks like we can't get inside.
Oh, great. Then where did they disappear to?
Last time we were here, we used a different exit to escape. They probably headed in that direction. I really want to know who these people are.
Have you got some idea who they might be, Anne?
I can't say anything. Unless I have hard proof.
What kind of answer is that? Here we go. Whoop!
First Zeu's ship, now the Lisa battleship. What are they after?
Maybe they're looking for super valuable parts or something.
Something so valuable, they'd even take on the Royal Army to get their hands on it.
Hey, was that open before?
Nope, definitely not. Maybe the armed group are the ones that opened it.
If so, they likely headed this way. Let's take a look. Hey, this is where we first ran into that guard bot, right?
I remember. It's where the prince fell on his...
Shut up and keep moving!
This door's open too.
That weird smell's getting stronger. Let's keep going.
It looks like the stairs just keep going up.
Hurry! Well, so it goes. Here we go.
Royal Army, and maybe Royalists, whatever those are. Feel like I remember that coming up.
Royalists?
Apparently the armed group was talking about them. Not sure what the term means.
I see.
Here we go.
General! Doesn't appear to be on this floor.
Are you quite sure you checked everywhere?
Yes, sir! Please, believe me, General Epi.
If that's the case, then it must be in the engine room.
Happy? I knew it!
What's this? I think I spy some sneaky little rats. You lot, bring them before me. Yes, sir!
Yeah, they've seen us!
Damn it. Too late to run now. Looks like we're in for a fight.
You make my skin crawl.
That jump? You just sit tight. I'll come crush you.
That was nothing!
Someone...
Keep your distance, man. Let's be cursed by the demon touch.
What? Cursed?
What? How pathetic of you to lose to the likes of a lowly demon. Shame on you, shame!
Hey, where did you go? Come out and get your knuckle sandwich!
It seems that demons lack not only any semblance of intellect, but a sense of humor as well.
What the heck is that supposed to mean?
It means you're in way over your head! Serves you right. Now it's time to put you in your rightful place.
Hey, are you alive?
Yeah, just about.
Damn, Epi. Risking our lives. He's more evil than the demons.
About the demons. What do we do? Get rid of them?
And we get cursed with 7 years of bad luck? Heck no. Let's get back to the engine room before Epi bites our heads off.
What are we doing with ourselves? Taking orders from that guy?
Looks like they're gone.
That half-stash is gonna pay.
Let's follow them. I don't feel comfortable leaving them alone.
They said something about the engine room. Where's that?
Upper level on a ship like this.
Hey, do you know this half-stash guy?
Yeah, but not that well.
What was that bot of his?
I'm not sure myself.
Thought you'd know.
Look down!
It's them. Sweet. I've been itching to let loose.
It's another one of those fragile containers.
Time for the take! Yeah, that's the crane we saw last time too! Here we go.
Yep.
Another elevator! We can hitch a ride up to the engine room!
So the engine room's directly above us. We're almost there.
Probably soldiers up ahead too. We'd better stay on the lookout for them.
Here we go.
I knew you wouldn't have any trouble with the likes of them.
As if. Come on, let's check out that engine room.
You're finally mine!
This guy needs to chill. He's so over the top.
What's that in his hand? Is that what he was after?
Oh no. You've got to be kidding me.
What is it?
That's aquanium. Put it on the ground carefully. The slightest bump could trigger a massive explosion.
Oh, really? You mean like this?
No! Everyone, get down!
Ah!
Huh? It didn't explode?
You fool! It's been out of the aquanium furnace for quite some time. This stuff will only explode at high temperatures.
You think that's funny, you jerk?
Hand over the aquanium. It's not something humanity can be trusted with.
Oh, of course. As is. Do you take me for a fool?
Don't worry, old man. I'll get it back by force.
Go ahead and try. I'll humor you for now. I'm in a good mood.
absolutely cannot hand over the aquarium. Can't let it cause yet another tragedy. Looks like the bot was fought at the Lisa battleship.
Gotta shoot him down while he's jumping!
He's an ass, but a dangerous one, Prince.
I'll trample you into the dirt!
Uh-oh, keep your distance!
You're becoming a real thing!
It's so annoying!
Bleed like the scared little fools you are!
Hey, what do you even need it for?
That's none of your business, so I'm not telling you.
Fill it, half-stash! Boy, weird stash! Talking to you here!
Oh? What did you tell? I simply can't stand inventory systems. Demons deserve only death!
Say goodbye, Stash! You'll be crying when this is over.
I'll trample you!
Oh, look! Now I can finally punch your lights out!
Someone help! Save me from this frightful fiend! What? Come back! The punishment for desertion is death!
The man's clearly a popular leader.
Said your prayers?
Good.
Epi escaped!
Why is it that everyone we fight is so good at running away?
I'll inform Are. We'll let the army pursue Epi. The Aquanium is our top priority now. There might still be some left in the engine room. Let's go check. The one we got back from Epi must have been the only one.
Does every battleship have one?
Wait, that's it! That's why they went for Zayu's ship!
What do you mean?
Zayu's personal battleship isn't as big as the Lisab battleship, but it's still huge. Anti-grav stones alone wouldn't be enough to fly it. But Aquanium...
That could probably do the trick.
Uh-huh. So where are you going with this?
They broke into Zayu's mobile fortress to steal the Aquanium. Now that we know what they're after, it's easy for us to retrace their steps.
Ah, gotcha.
If Aquanium is involved, this is a national emergency.
Is it really that dangerous? It doesn't look it.
Do you know about the great explosion of 30 years ago?
I heard you mention it on the radio, but no, not really.
It was a gigantic explosion, which destroyed a vast area. And the cause, or rather, the fuel used to generate it, was Aquanium.
I had no idea. You seem to know a lot about it. Sorry to pry, but it feels like there's more to the story. You don't trust me enough to tell me?
No, don't be silly. It's not that. It's just...
I understand. I'm sure you have your reasons. There's something I haven't been able to bring myself to tell you either.
Do you bring that up now because you're ready to tell me?
I will, when we get back to Spino.
You're right. Let's get back.
Now to trudge back to the entrance.
I just thought of something. That Epi guy. He ran off down this side passage, didn't he? Could very well be a shortcut. Let's find out.
Well, I'll be. So there was a shortcut.
Well, well. Looks like Epi blew it big time. Let's get moving, guys.
Oh, you were here. Why didn't you come into town?
The people of Spino aren't exactly the biggest fans of the Royal Army. Not that I can blame them. Any updates on the current situation?
We ran into that armed group at the Lisab battleship.
What? So that smoke must have been their doing.
It's fine, though. We thumped them good.
My apologies that you had to deal with them. That's our job. We had our hands full subduing the detachment of enemies who went north. With the Royal Army in chaos, we barely managed to fend them off.
They'll likely rejoin and cause more unrest. They're with Zeu.
But who are they?
No idea. All we know is that they're both well organized and well armed.
They're the Forestland Army.
But that's impossible. We signed an armistice with Forestland decades ago.
I also find it hard to believe, but... They called their commander General. That only adds up if they're part of a large official military.
Yes, but... What makes you so certain that it's the Forestland Army?
Well...
Don't feel you have to share it here if it involves your secret.
Thanks. I think he should know too, though.
I see. In that case, shall we talk in your garage? General Are, would you mind coming alone?
Understood. Please, lead the way.
All right. Follow me.
All right, then. Let's hear it.
The reason I can be so sure they're from Forestland is because I'm also originally from Forestland.
What did you say? You mean, you're an illegal immigrant?
What do you mean, illegal?
Basically, it means she's not allowed in this country, but snuck in anyway.
Wow. Now that's bad.
Why did you decide to come here on your own?
I didn't. some of my friends came with me. But I was the only one who made it.
And what compelled you to take the risk of coming to SandLand?
I wanted to find people willing to help us overthrow the Forestland government.
What? You're trying to stage a coup d'etat?
No! They are the ones who staged the coup d'etat.
Who's they?
The ones who took over the government and imprisoned Kind King Jam out of nowhere. The Forestland Army and its Supreme Commander, Bread. So now we, the Resistance, are fighting to take back our country. We've crossed blades with that General Epi you fought on the Lisa battleship before.
What do you think, General Rao?
I'll admit, it does line up with our intel on Forestland. It's perfectly plausible.
I think so too. The timing of all this makes total sense. The wake of Zayu's downfall would be the perfect time for a rival nation to move against us.
But surely, they must realize the severe consequences of such aggression. What could possibly motivate them to take the risk of invading us?
Aquanium.
What? Impossible! Our entire supply was lost in that explosion 30 years ago.
That's not so. The Lisa battleship was powered by Aquanium. And I'd bet good money that Zayu's mobile fortress was as well. We kept them from taking the Lisa battleship's Aquanium. But if they loot the fortress...
I'll be damned. That's Zayu. Is there no end to the secrets he was keeping from his own army? I'm going back to the capital to request permission to mobilize the entire army. And to ensure our ranks are free of moles.
What about the Aquanium?
That's up to you. Though I'd feel safer if it were in your hands.
Understood. Now, it's my turn to share something. Once you've collected yourselves, come speak with me.
Would your army consider joining forces with us, the Resistance?
I'm sorry, but I can't commit to that here and now. You're asking me to make a choice that would affect the entire nation, and that isn't a decision that can be rushed. In any case, I don't have the authority to make such a call.
I see.
Hey, what was that thing Anne said? The resistors?
The Resistance.
Yeah, what's that?
It's the term for an opposition group. In this case, it seems to refer to those fighting against Commander Bread and his army, who stole control over Forestland from its king in a military coup.
So basically all it is a bunch of people who really hate the guy?
Well, something like that.
I've been thinking, rather than just talking. There's something I should show you. Will you come with me?
Sure, but where?
The site of the great Aquanium explosion.
Oh, all right. I'll come.
To change your